will it be another giant?
Good morning from Cologne, where England have now qualified for the last 16 of the Euros after results last night went their way. The question now is, can they produce a performance and a result in their final group game against Slovenia to end some of the criticism around the team?
Going to be largely dry and sunny and also warm. I'll have all the details throughout this morning's programme.
Morning all.
Tax. It's your business.
It's your home. It's your operation.
It's your environment. It's your safety.
It's your community. It's your future. If it's important to you, it's important to us. Our coverage will make sure your voice is heard. It's your election. .uk.
Good morning. Hope you slept well in that heat. Welcome to Tuesday, the 25th of June. It's BBC One at 6 o'clock.
Six o'clock. Good morning. Welcome to Breakfast with Sarah Campbell and John Kay.
Our head drawn into the gambling commissions in
Trying to extradite him from Britain from...
The fallout from the flight chaos at Manchester Airport.
Good morning from Cologne, where England have now qualified for the last 16 of the Euros after Albania lost to Spain. The question now is, can they produce a result and a performance in their final group game against Slovenia tonight, which banishes some of the negativity around the side?
Out here, the sun's out, so I can't complain, and yeah, we're here in Eastbourne, so I'm looking forward to playing.
Sarah and John.
OK, that's really useful. Thank you very much indeed, Nina. We know that some of the people who got held up in the Manchester chaos at the week... Indeed, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, indeed, all eyes will be on England tonight. Of course, as we know, they face Slovenia in their final group game at the Euros later. And John, who did make it to Germany, he is in Cologne for us this morning.
Morning.
John, how are things this morning? How's the atmosphere? Some of the sort of the nervousness taken out of it because England are through, but still a lot of people will be watching the performance of the individual team players.
Yes, and I think that's the key thing this morning. It might have passed fans by this morning, but England are in fact through. They have qualified for the last 16. Go through as one of the best placed third-place sides, but they want to do better than that. They want to top the group, don't they? But as you were saying there, it's about the performance, not just the result, because there's been a lot of negativity.
After their team's stodgy start to the Euros, it's hardly been plain sailing. The group and these fans are keeping the faith.
England, you never know what you're going to get with them, but fans are there to support them all the way. And
from us, that's going to help improve us, listening to
Hoping for a win here against Slovenia, they'll be hoping for a performance too. Remember, England arrived here in Germany as one of the tournament favourites. It's time to start showing why. Andy Swiss, BBC News, Cologne.
Yes, they'll want to do that, won't they, with a big win later against Slovenia. Matt and Tony are with me. Matt, haven't we been here before? Don't England always do this?
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping we'll grow into it. You know, the performance was disappointing, the results not a disaster. We just want to see something a bit more positive and then hopefully kick on from there, see if we can progress, finish off the group, give us hopefully an easier draw and hopefully progress from there.
Tony, what have you made of it? Is the criticism fair of England? Have they been poor? Should they be doing better?
It's a tough one. I feel like we've not really got our first gear at the moment. I feel the bigger picture is that we're probably going to win tonight. We're going to win.
Great to speak to you. Enjoy the game tonight. Thanks very much for joining us. And that's the thing, isn't it? I think they can get the results if the players really shine later. That will help England, won't they, to kind of banish some of that negativity that's been coming from former players and pundits alike. Well, let's look at some of the results elsewhere, shall we, at the moment, because on the pitch there was late drama as Group 16. Now, of course, away from the tournament here, it is less than a week to go until Wimbledon gets underway. The qualifiers who are already going to be playing have one last chance to play in some of those warm-up tournaments before they play on the green grass there at Wimbledon. After winning the Nottingham Open earlier this month, Bolter says she's in good form heading into Wimbledon.
I'm definitely playing some of the best tennis. I don't know what's going to come out on the day, but I am really playing some good stuff. And yeah, we're here in Eastbourne, so I'm looking forward to playing.
Yeah, good. At the Men's T20 World Cup, as so know, the first 20 cyclists who will represent Team GB at this summer's Olympic Games. To an Olympic Games. The sporting summer rolls on, doesn't it, with the Olympics round the corner, Wimbledon to come. But of course, we wait to see what England can produce now at this Euros. We saw Scotland head home yesterday. Worth pointing out as well that results elsewhere yesterday meant that even if Scotland had managed to draw in their match, it still wouldn't have been enough to see them through. So they had to go for that win. But sadly, Scotland heading home. And now the focus falls on England to see what they can produce against Slovenia in their final group game here in Cologne tonight.
It's all about that expectation management, isn't it, John? We'll let you get back to sweeping the streets in the meantime, and we'll speak to you again a bit later. Take care.
Now then, it is 6:41.
And it's a lovely note to end on.
It can't be easy for them, can it?
No, it's not that
out
easy.
Of their hands. Yeah.
On the other side of the counter, it's not. Or the other side of the aisle, no.
Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
It's 20-9. Of course, some of the people we spoke to about the delays at Manchester Airport over the weekend had been trying to get out to Germany to watch the Euros. And most of them, we think, have already got there now ahead of tonight's game against Slovenia. Whether they'll be quite as happy with the result, we will find out tonight.
Well, I guess so. John's in Cologne for us. And John, hello to you again. I mean, I guess the pressure is off, right? Because England is already through, but there's been so much intense scrutiny on individual players and their performance.
Yes, good morning. It might have passed people by this morning, but England, in fact, have actually made the last 16 with results last night going their way. But of course, what they will want to do now against Slovenia tonight is produce that win, which will see them top the group, and it would mean that they would avoid Germany in the next round. So that's a biggest incentive. The flags are going up here in one of the main squares in Cologne this morning, and you can probably see as well some essentials being delivered in some of the shops here, and some of the fans already. Give us a wave there, chaps. We feeling confident? They're feeling confident, aren't they? Despite that negativity, just about to run over here by this truck. Yet more supplies coming in this morning. Despite that little bit of negativity around some of those performances, certainly that 1-1 draw against Denmark last time out, these England fans hoping now that they can produce that result, which will see them top the group, but also the performance, and an improved performance is something the England manager Gareth Southgate has called upon, because he said himself he knows his team can play better, as Andy Swiss now reports. There should be some positivity, shouldn't there? Because they have got 4 points, they've qualified from the group with a game in hand, and hopefully that improved display as far as the performances are concerned will come later on. Elsewhere on the pitch at the moment, we saw Italy score a late goal in their draw last night. Again, means that England have qualified for the last 16 with a game to spare. They have 4 points on the board. They are guaranteed qualification as one of the best placed, third place teams. But they want to do better than that, don't they? They want to qualify top. You can see the fans starting to fill in here at the moment. Breakfast is being served here. Are we feeling confident, guys, about a result later on? Yes? Yes? Yes. I think that is a resounding yes. Just need Gareth Southgate's team to produce now, don't we?
Resounding. I'm not sure it was resounding, John.
Resounding.
They might be glad to hear, though. We were reporting last week that there were claims that Scotland fans had drunk Cologne dry and that there was no beer left, but apparently there's more beer on the way. Have you seen any sign?
There is. I think I just saw there, that van, which we've seen plenty of them arriving in the square this morning, delivering some essentials. You can probably see the beers being stocked in the shops here. Just give it a few hours to chill those, and I'm sure they'll be out, right? I'm not even sure that is enough, to be honest.
Yeah.
Thanks, John. I don't know. I reckon there might be a few liquid breakfasts going on there.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Should we go?
Sorry for whoever's playing in Cologne next week, because, yeah, there'll be none left again.
There'll be nothing left. Let's go to Carol and